Welcome to another installment of Epic Locals. Well, when I think of our guest that's here in the studio, an old Joel Wash song comes to mind. Life's been good to me so far. Phil, would you agree that life's been good to you so far?
Yes, I'm blessed.
Now, you are a musician, entertainer, and a restaurateur. How has a kid from Broomfield managed to do all of this?
Well, I've been lucky all the way through, really just, working hard as an entertainer and was blessed enough to get a shot to buy the Red Lion with some partners in year 2000 and have continued to have great success with that. And after about 27 years of singing there, I decided to try something else and found two other great partners and got involved with the Vail Chop House and Beaver Creek Chop House. So, and I still get to sing a ton and, I've raised a great family and just have, a great life.
Phil, how did you get started in music? Did you come from a musical family?
My family loved music, a lot of records, a lot of Barbra Streisand and the Seekers and, the Best of Bread, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I took piano lessons for like 10 years and was lucky to parlay that into be like in a band.
Yes. But you play guitar as well, yes?
Right, but I was mostly like a piano player and a singer.
Okay.
And I learned how to play guitar at Guitar Mass, around 8th, 9th grade and got better at the guitar after college and just keep, trying to get better.
So you came up here in the late 80s and you started singing right away at the Red Lion, is that correct? And how did you get that gig?
Well, I was touring through with a rock and roll band in the middle 80s and met some of the people who do solo stuff. And I decided to leave my band and do the solo stuff. And I played for like a month at the club, which is now Shakedown.
Okay.
And through that, the Red Lion was going through a new ownership, looking for a singer. And a friend of mine, Shannon Tanner, turned me on to that job. And I was able to, and it was through the Brad Quayle Entertainment Agency, and they got me into the Red Lion. And, it's one of those things, and I'm sure you've been there in your life, you blink and you're like, oh my God, I've been here for 25 years. It's crazy. I've got a family and, and older kids and, we were blessed to raise our family in this great valley and my kids are now at University of Oregon. And my daughter's at, that's my son John, and my daughter's at Pace University in New York City. So they could not be further away from each other, but they love each other. But you can't take a connecting flight to get to them. But they're at great places, and they're having a great experience. And you
also write music too.
Yep, I have records out, and I really worked hard on that in the 90s, 80s and 90s, and really enjoyed it. And was running with the Darius Ruckers and Edwin McCain's, and we spent a lot of time in Hilton Head, South Carolina, where there was just a lot of original music. And I just wasn't one of the guys that could write a hit. Those guys were writing the hits, but I just felt lucky to make a living out of this and continue to be able to take care of the family and with all the great things that have happened, I'm just blessed.
Well, Phil, I feel like we have so much more to talk about because we haven't even been able to talk about your purchase of the Chop House with the Roamers, but maybe we'll have you back on the program in the future to talk about that. Thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about your musical career here in the Vail Valley.
Well, just come see me today, 3:30. At Vail Chop House.
Chop House.
I'll tell you all about myself.
Thanks so much, Phil.
Thanks.
Stay tuned. We'll let you know what's coming on tomorrow's show after a quick break.